Hello there, kid. You want to buy some of the devil's lettuce? Some cannabis, marijuana, all-purpose oregano, some of grandma's secret stash? If you haven't ran off yet, I assume that you want to learn about weed, and since it has been proven to have medical effects, I feel like I can talk about it without getting into trouble. So, cannabis is a plant that contains about 540 different chemical substances, but only a few of them are interesting. Let's start off with tetrahydrocannabinol, or THC. It will react with the CB1 and CB2 receptors. These are so-called G-coupled protein receptors, for those who care. CB1 is present mainly in the nervous system, but also in some immune cells. In the nervous system, it controls the level of some neurotransmitters that you may have heard of, such as dopamine, GABA, and noradrenaline, as well as some others. Neurotransmitters are the molecules that activate neurons and send signals between these cells. When THC binds to a CB1 receptor, the neurotransmitters will not be able to perform their functions. CB1 receptors are the most common in parts of the nervous system that control things like pain, thinking, memory, and movement. This is why THC will affect these things, which causes the side effect of this drug. CB1 receptors can also be activated by anandamine, which is a substance that you and other mammals just have in your body. CB2, on the other hand, can mainly be found in immune cells and has no significant impact on your behavior, so it's not really interesting. The second substance is CBD or cannabidiol. Not only does it target CB1 and CB2, but also other G-coupled protein receptors, some enzymes, ion channels, and receptors in the nucleus. Different papers show different results, and it's a lot more complex than THC, so I won't bore you with the details. Anyway, the side effect is that you get more tired, you either get more hungry or less hungry, but you don't get high. The final 3-letter acronym will be NFTs, now selling my own for only 27 Ethereum each. Definitely not a waste of money, extremely rare, only 0 exist. Look at these colors. Wow! CBD does have some anti-inflammatory habits, and it has been proven to have some anti-tumor properties, so that's interesting. In the United States, Epidiolex is a medicine that contains CBD and is used against rare forms of seizures. Reminds me of when me and my friend did research on memory, and we made a song that was meant to stimulate parts of the brain that cause memory. We later found out that it also causes seizures, so yeah, that was fun. So, is CBD safe to take? Well, some people get liver issues or diarrhea, and about 26% of CBD products contain less and 43% contain more of the ingredients than advertised, so get your blood work done, talk to your doctor, and make sure that you buy from a brand that's trusted. Is THC safe to take then? Well, the extraction is very dangerous and should not be attempted. According to one source, the process is done with a lot of toxic substances, so that's fun. THC has more severe side effect than CBD, so purified THC is probably not the best way to go. It's still used in some medicine. THC is a substance that's used to treat nausea and vomiting and can be found in Marinol and Syndros. So, is using cannabis recreationally safe? Nobody has ever died from a cannabis overdose. That makes it safer than drinking water. While you can get cannabis use disorder, which sounds a lot like an addiction. You can develop schizophrenia, older people who use cannabis are more likely to get injured. Also, don't vape THC or you're much more likely to get a lung injury. Or get punched because you come across as some idiot. You're as low as those pricks who say HE double hockey sticks. Finally, the reason why I don't use cannabis, even though it's legal, is because it can contain microorganisms or pesticides. One of these is myclobutanil. When this stuff burns, it becomes more dangerous than cyanide, according to Way of the Leaf. Finally, don't take advice from Myers, stoners, weed gurus, or fake experts. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you learned something or at least enjoyed yourself.